So how can you cut your expenses? Here are 4 ways. One is to eliminate unused monthly subscriptions and then use that money that you've saved to pay down debt. 2 is to increase your income and use the increase to pay down your debt. 3 is to rethink your current major expenses to see if there's opportunities to save money and use the savings to pay down debt. And 4 is a combination of the above plus a debt repayment plan. One of the quick ways to cut your expenses is to look at your bank and credit card statements for items that you're paying for but you're not using. At the beginning of this year, I looked at my business expenses and realized I was paying $500 a month for things I wasn't using and saved myself $6,000 a year by canceling those monthly subscriptions. I had an extra $500 to pay down some business debt. The second way to pay down debt is to increase your income and then use the additional income to pay down your debt. If you're an employee, this may be only possible once a year when you're up for an annual raise or a bonus. But don't settle for that reality. Get creative. A friend of mine was able to sell crocheted baby blankets for $60 per blanket, whereas previously she had just given them away. Do you have a skill or hobby outside of work that you can use to make more money? A former college roommate was returning to the workplace after raising her kids. She was able to make an additional $300 a month, helping me manage and make changes to my website because she had kept up her programming skills. Ask yourself, is there something that everybody always asks you for advice about? Go out and make some extra income providing that skill. For business owners, we have several options to increase our income. One is simply charge more for our products and services. When I first moved from New Jersey to California, I found a hairdresser to braid my daughter's hair. In New Jersey, I would regularly pay $60 for that service. My California hairdresser charged $30 for a similar service. Same work, different perspective on what her time was worth. Given my girls get their hair braided approximately 8 times a year, she was not receiving $240 per daughter or 30 times 8 that my New Jersey hairdresser received. But it gets worse. I've been going to this California hairdresser for 4 years and I've got $2. So she was potentially losing out on about $1,920 or $240 times 4 years times $2 over that time frame for just one customer. And that's me. And since her shop is always crowded, she probably has at least 1,000 clients like me. Doing the math, she was undercharging herself by about $24,000 a year by having reduced rates. Now, over the years, we've become friends. And at one point, I told her, you know, you're undercharging. And she now regularly increases her prices each year, and I'm happy to pay the new prices. So could you raise your rates and get the money that you need to pay down your debt? You probably could. Another option for business owners is getting paid for services that they now do for free. My friend Lisa is a videographer who owns a California lifestyle magazine. She regularly creates videos on interesting business that she highlights in her magazine for content. After a while, public relations companies started approaching her to have them create a video for companies they represented. She quickly realized that rather than doing the videos for free, which cost her both time and money, she could charge the companies for the services as advertisers and get advertising dollars. It allowed her to quickly get her business into the 6 figures. Is there something that you're currently doing for free that clients would willingly pay for? Again, I invite you to think creatively. The third option is to reduce the cost of your current major expenses, your mortgage or your rent, your car expenses, your food budget. According to a 2013 study released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average family spends about 64% of their annual spending on just those 3 areas. Imagine saving $200 or $50 a month for each of these 3 areas. You could save $600 a month, and over the next 20 years, those small changes would have saved you $144,000 that you would have otherwise paid out. If you use the savings on your mortgage to put towards your mortgage, you'd increase the probability of entering retirement with a debt-free home. What woman doesn't want that? The fourth option is using a combination of these ideas to increase your cash flow to accelerate paying down your debt. Imagine how quickly you'd be out of debt if you used the $600 saved from your mortgage, car expenses, and food, and put that money towards your paying down your debt. Many women would be debt-free in 24 months or sooner.